This is the POCO X6 Pro, POCO's latest release in their much acclaimed X series, and if value for money is your thing, then POCO X6 Pro is the ultimate king. As poetic as it sounds, POCO definitely started 2024 with a bang. POCO X6 Pro has debuted with a price tag of $279 for its base 8 plus 256GB variant, and for the powerful features it brings, the pricing seems to be insane. With an extremely efficient Dimensity 8300 Ultra chipset, a 5000 mAh battery with 67W fast charging, 6.67 inch 1.5K resolution display with 120Hz fast refresh rate, POCO X6 Pro is going to be the best mid-range smartphone of 2024. I have been testing this device for a little more than 10 days now, and I'm literally shocked by its crazy performance, especially in the gaming section. So without further ado, let's get into the details now. Well, the performance of POCO X6 Pro is something that we have to talk at first. POCO X6 Pro is the first phone globally to bring MediaTek Dimensity 8300 Ultra chipset. And trust me, this chipset is all about absolutely crazy performance and efficiency at all levels. Before I move on to my experience with the chipset, just look at the benchmark scores. Built on a 4nm TSMC process, the 8300 Ultra chipset even surpassed the Antutu scores of Snapdragon 8 Plus Generation 1. CPU throttling results show highly satisfactory results too. And if we compare it with the performance of last year's POCO X5 Pro, the performance on POCO X6 Pro has literally doubled. On the memory front, we get the latest LPDDR5X RAM and UFS 4.0 storage. The base variant is of 8 plus 256GB and the upper variant is of 12 plus 512GB, which is our variant here. All these together contributed towards the insanely powerful performance of POCO X6 Pro. Especially if we talk about the gaming, the test results came out as amazing as it could. During my gameplay for BGMI, I got a stable 90 FPS constantly without any hiccups at all. Call of Duty at 90 FPS with maximum graphics settings and 120 FPS at medium was smooth as well. But for the top-notch experience, 60 FPS is what I would recommend. The graphics were crisp and clear. Genshin Impact at 60 FPS and with highest graphic settings did not create any jolts as well. The screen was super responsive and it did not get sluggish or laggy at all. I have tried a few other high-end games and lightweight games as well. The performance for every single game was of flagship level. Another interesting factor is the thermals. Even after playing longer sessions of high-end games, the phone did not heat up much, all thanks to POCO's second generation of liquid cool technology and its 5000mm square vapor cooling chamber. Overall, on the gaming front, it's overwhelming to see the excellent output of POCO X6 Pro. The gaming performance is highly optimized on POCO X6 Pro with the introduction of Wild Boost Optimization 2.0. We will soon have more details on it on my in-depth gaming review. To sum it up, POCO X6 Pro can definitely be termed as the best gaming mid-range smartphone in the market at the moment. Let's talk about the display now, because that's where the things get more interesting. The display of POCO X6 Pro is crazy. It is stunning, vivid and vibrant. It's everything you could have ever asked for a smartphone of this price range or even for the higher. We get a 6.67 inch AMOLED display with 1.5K resolution, 120Hz fast refresh rate and a peak brightness of 1800 nits. It is a 12-bit display with the support of HDR10 Plus and Dolby Vision. The screen has a 120Hz refresh rate which supports the adaptive mechanism and can go down all the way to 30Hz depending upon the content displayed on the screen. The contrast level, colors and sharpness is great on all the videos I have seen so far. We also get the support for wideband L1 for all your Netflix HDR contents. Also, just look at the bezels. It is just 1.3mm which helps in giving an ultimate immersive display experience. It's a 94 screen to body ratio. Completely unbelievable, right? Browsing through the 120Hz AMOLED screen of POCO X6 Pro gives a buttery smooth experience. Especially while scrolling and swiping, you can feel the perfection. POCO X6 Pro has also got the in-display fingerprint sensor, which is my absolute favorite. It is the first time ever in the POCO X series and POCO did not disappoint with it. It's accurate and fast. Overall, the display is equally impressive like the performance. Moving on to the software, I am highly satisfied with the experience of it. POCO X6 Pro runs on Android 14 based on HyperOS, so it is the first POCO phone to bring the HyperOS out of the box. The software feels buttery smooth on POCO X6 Pro. All my apps run smoothly without any throttle or jitter. During my usage, I never faced a sudden crash or any kind of lagging or other performance issues. Launching apps, navigating through social media or even for clicking photos, I never felt like my phone was slowing down or something. So needless to say, the POCO X6 Pro has handled my everyday performance just great. It was able to toggle through multiple apps at the time like a pro as well. When it comes to design, POCO devices never disappoint and POCO X6 Pro is no exception. We have got the black color variant here which looks classy and cool. The black looks like glass and it's super glossy and shiny, giving it a mirror-like look. POCO X6 Pro feels excellent in hand and while carrying it feels like holding a premium flagship level phone. The subtle curve on the sides makes the grip much more comfortable and strong. The camera module we get on the top is of squarish design. I really like how POCO incorporates its camera design. It's really cool. Also, we got IP54 dust and splash resistance here for added protection. Talking about the port and buttons, there is a SIM card tray at the bottom along with the USB Type-C port, a microphone and a speaker grill. On the top, we get an IR blaster, noise cancelling microphone and another speaker grill. Finally, on the right side, we get the volume rockers and power on-off button. POCO X6 Pro features a triple camera setup with a 64 megapixel primary camera that comes with OIS support, a 8 megapixel ultra-wide sensor, a 2 megapixel macro sensor and a 16 megapixel selfie shooter at the front. All the photos I have taken have shown the actual color and tone. They aren't overly saturated or have too much contrast. The photos taken on full and bright daylight are excellent and with full details. The dynamic range is impressive too. Portrait shots are excellent with a nice blur effect. Photos at low light or even night time also comes out to be great, but I prefer to use night mode during night photography as it uses slightly longer exposure timers, and that's why sometimes it returns a tiny bit brighter photos. The 16 megapixel selfie camera gives vivid photos with great contrast and colors. 2 megapixel macro shots have enough details and sufficient noise reduction as well. For the videography, POCO X6 Pro supports up to 4K 30fps video capturing with its primary camera. The ultra-wide and selfie cameras max out at 1080p 30fps and 1080p 60fps respectively, whereas the 2 megapixel macro supports 720 30fps videos. In daytime, videos are really good with visibly great stability thanks to its OIS and EIS support. We can shoot videos at HDR2. The 1920 fps super slow motion is an interesting addition to its existing camera features. POCO X6 Pro's battery life is highly satisfactory too. It has got a massive 5000 mAh battery which has been giving me an average of 7 to 7.5 hours of screen on time while having some heavy to moderate usage that includes movie, streaming, gaming and other normal operations. There is also a support of 67 watt fast charging which takes the battery from 0% to 100% in around 45 to 50 minutes, and that's really great. If you are not doing any excessive or heavy usage, you can easily make it through a full day on a single charge. Overall, for the battery life, I have no complaints. POCO X6 Pro features stereo speakers on its top and bottom sides and they support the Dolby Atmos enhancement. Overall, the audio sound is amazing and substantially rich.
Why don't you just tell me everything could be so simple, but you want to make it difficult for yourself, for yourself, for yourself.
I'm not sure how good the audio is coming in my video right now, but in person the experience is really great. Time to wrap up my full review of POCO X6 Pro, and whatever we have talked about so far gives the ultimate verdict that POCO X6 Pro is the best deal you can get at the moment. It has got a ridiculously powerful processor, a stunning vivid display, an efficient camera and superb battery life. I am absolutely amazed by the superior gaming experience POCO X6 Pro has offered. You should definitely check out this device. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have any further questions about this device or if you have any feedback for my videos, do let me know in the comments. Till then, stay safe.